Greetings, my hoodoo boos. I am the African witch bitch hoodoo practitioner. Hi. I know it's late, at least where I'm at. And I cannot lay my head and close my eyes without saying this. Today is post-election day. And I have a lot of people hitting me up via email expressing their concerns, scared, asking for protection, spell advice, etc., etc. And I'm here to let you know something. I got to get this shit off my chest. It is okay to feel how you feel. It is okay to be disappointed because the person who you voted for didn't win. It's okay to be triggered by some of the rhetoric that's been spewed. You're not wrong, but I need you to understand something. If you don't know shit else, you need to understand the power and the dynamic that you possess inside yourself. You need to understand that you stand on the shoulders of thousands of ancestors. You're in this country, and if you are black, and if you are brown, you stand on the shoulders of thousands of ancestors, and every single day you walk outside and your feet touch the ground, you are standing on blood-soaked land. I don't give a fuck what part of the country you are. I don't give a fuck what part of the world you are, especially if your ass is in North America. Now, I'm not talking about that imaginary line that's drawn, i.e. the Canadian-American border, i.e. the Mexican-American border. Erase that shit because it was drawn by white supremacy. I said what I said. But this is indigenous land, and indigenous Africans were brought here. So if you're walking around on this land, because these are the people that are hitting me up, upset, crying, in tears, scared, wondering what's going to happen. And I'm telling you right now, excuse me, I got hiccups. Anytime I get deep and I'm passionate about something, these motherfuckers come. I need you to understand that come what may, you don't forget the blood that beats in your veins. Okay? You don't forget the shoulders you stand on. You don't forget the captive Africans that were brought over in chains in the belly of them ships. You don't forget the trail of tears of the Native Americans who were slaughtered. They can pass whatever laws they want, whatever legislation they want. But at the end of the day, they don't possess the power that you do. That's beating through your veins, your DNA. Your ancestors are still alive and well. And you will tap in to that power to keep you and your family safe in the event that something happens. Please do not walk around in fear. Please do not walk around thinking that you're unsafe. Don't do that. You don't walk around, you don't allow the bullshit to win. Bullshit, okay, whether, I don't know what political party you're on or that you support. There's some people that might be reading this that might support the current president. I shade to you if you do. I'm not finna state my political opinion about that shit. But I do know that out of the both of the candidates, one called for a purge. And if you don't know what the purge is, watch the movie where you go out and murder people and lawlessness. I can't condone that shit. I'm an ethical practitioner, and it is never ethical to go around murdering motherfuckers. That's just me. And I do not believe that Puerto Rico is a trash can or a dumpster or whatever the fuck he called it. I know that Puerto Rico has a beautiful culture with some bomb-ass food, some fine-ass men. And I know that my ancestors were dropped off. That was one of the boat stops before they came here. And I do know that Puerto Ricans, whether they want to admit it or not, have African DNA in them. Santeria is heavily practiced there, which is African spirituality. And I do not believe that that culture or that island is a dumpster. And I'll tell his orange bitch ass to his fucking face. And that ugly ass comic that said what the fuck he said, I'll say that shit to their face and won't give a fuck. You don't go around calling a whole ass culture of people trash cans or dumpsters or whatever the fuck he said. But I digress. I'm here to remind y'all that you do not rest in the spirit of fear. You don't do that shit. Don't forget where the fuck you come from. Don't forget the power that you possess. Whether you are actively practicing or not, you still possess that power. It's up to you to tap into it. Okay? I am the African witch bitch hoodoo practitioner. Now off to that subject. I am fortunate enough to live in a blue state. I'm in Los Angeles, California. Right now I'm not. I'm actually traveling for work. But I'm in a blue, I reside in a blue state. And my biggest concern right now is women's reproductive rights and what will happen in the next 4 years. I do not want little girls who were rape victims sticking hangers in their little, their vaginas trying to abort, or women bleeding out on bathroom floors, or going to the hospital, miscarrying and bleeding out because the doctors are scared because they're threatened with jail time type shit. I don't want that. I'm concerned. I know it do not directly affect me because I am in California, but that's not the point, because there is an African proverb that states, I want for my sister what I want for myself. In other words, there's no room for jealousy. If my sister get a promotion on her job, I'm happy and I'm celebrating just as hard as she is. You know, I want everything for my sister exactly what I want for myself. African proverb. So if you rest in that energy, you know that the women in these red states are probably going to suffer. But the only thing we can do is to up our protection game. I don't like to get political, but I have to. These Proud Boys, when they made that decree that they're locked and loaded, and we all know that the Proud Boys is a racist organization that targets black and brown people, and all they needed was that orange motherfucker to get into office so they can have a green light to do what they want to do. Arm yourselves physically and arm yourselves spiritually. Okay? Do up your protection game. Whatever your protection game is now, you double that shit. And you don't walk around in fear, scared, thinking that something's going to happen to you. You walk around in confidence. And when I say confidence, I want that shit to stretch to every area of your life, from your children to your pets, to your finances, to your job. You arm yourself and protect yourself. Because I love each and every one of y'all. I know there's people that are watching this video that don't fuck with me, and that's fine. Y'all send me the hate emails and call the shop threatening me, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, I still want you to be safe, especially your children, because y'all know I'm a child protector to my motherfucking core. If y'all don't know shit else about me, you know that I'm all for the kids. And I'll give a bullet and take one to protect a child any day of the week, baby, and twice on Sunday. So arm yourselves and protect your children, protect your household, protect your families. But do not walk around in fear. Do not walk around like you don't have an army of ancestors behind you. Do not. I am the African witch bitch hoodoo practitioner. Thank you guys for listening. It's late as hell. I couldn't go to sleep without posting this and saying this message. I need y'all to hear me out, because it breaks my heart when I see these people crying and upset, elderly people worried about their Social Security, not knowing how they're going to feed themselves. I'm sorry. If they let me be president just for a year, this shit will turn around, but that's beside the point. You guys have a good night, and I am the African witch bitch hoodoo practitioner. If you're in the market to purchase low-cost hoodoo supplies, and when I say low cost, I mean low motherfucking costs. I have not raised my prices since I started my business 4 years ago, and I don't plan on doing it, because why? I'm not a greedy ass bitch, and I want you guys to save money. Okay? Dead ass, I do. I love you. And if you want to know more in-depth teaching, you please feel free to hit me up on my Patreon. Okay, I will talk to you guys soon. Please be safe. Please be at peace. Please close your eyes and rest. And before you go to bed, even if you just do a 3 to 5 minute meditation, meditate on the power and the shoulders in which you stand on. Dead ass, okay? I want y'all to do that. Understand where you come from. Your ancestors ain't brought you this far for you to sit up and be shaking in your boots. And again, I'm not for any political party. Hell, personally, I think they're both wings of the same bird, but there's some that's worse than others. And with that, I'm going to leave it alone. I will talk to you guys soon. Ashe.